Hello everyone, welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I'm Danielle Stimpson. It's wonderful to have you here with me this evening. If you are new here, please go ahead and click that live chat button and definitely introduce yourself, set any requests for your personal healing or well-being. We're going to get things started off by building a beautiful crystal grid exactly to all of your requests. And if you want to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you want to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you'd like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description along with all my social media and my email newsletter. So thanks again so much for being here. Let's go ahead and start that grid and say hi to everyone. Oops, the camera's being fussy again. Let me fix that. Hang on one moment. Ta-da! There we go. Okay. So we have our mirror here. This helps to reflect and deflect any negative energy, anything that no one needs. This here is copper that helps to break up energy blockages and get the optimal flow of energy going. And let's go right ahead and say hi. Good to see you, Joanna. Ninja4858, Renee. T, good to see you. Still Not Still, Flower. And Chris, oh, so good to see all of you. Hit the like button if you haven't already. I know I always forget to remind folks as much as y'all, well, you guys remember to click the button more than I remember to tell you to do so, and I really appreciate that. So let's go ahead and just going to adjust my levels there. And awesome. I'm going to start with a few stones for Chris. We're going to start with some malachite, leopard skin jasper, selenite, and rose quartz. Okay. Rose quartz is wonderful for the heart center. This helps to replenish any depleted heart energy. This is also wonderful if you're just emotionally kind of withdrawn, if you need a pick-me-up, or if you're shifting towards better relationships more in alignment with what you deserve. This can really help to see yourself as lovable and deserving of love if that's something you struggle with. So that is rose quartz. Next is selenite. Reflects nothing but pure white light, lovely for connecting with your angels and your guides, and for clearing energy of a space, your crystals, or even yourself. Just kind of move it through your energy field. But yeah, I always keep a piece just beneath the grid here. I'll keep a beautiful space of white light there for everyone. Malachite is lovely for anything from arthritis to pain, inflammation, insomnia, even depression and anxiety to some point. This is more than anything wonderful for processing really difficult emotions. When you get kind of stuck in deep processing of emotions, maybe you've been there, it makes it harder to get out of that stuck place. This is a stone that helps you to really process those feelings, but without getting mired down in self-pity in an unhelpful way. So that is malachite. So let's go ahead and put that there. Okay, awesome. Next is leopard skin jasper. This is lovely for our animal companions, helping them to heal, also helping us to connect with our animal guides and guardians. Lovely too for anything impacting the skin, as well as coordination and balance. This is also a lovely stone for attracting a romantic partner, particularly like more of a soulmate type relationship. So that is leopard skin jasper. And I'm just going to grab one or two more. Let's grab snowflake obsidian. And rutilated quartz. Rutilated quartz, and I already see the requests for like focus, getting things done, completing tasks. Rutilated quartz is lovely for all of that. This is, the rutils are thought to help focus energy to where it's most needed. So if you have a specific healing intention, this is a lovely one to back that up. It also helps with focusing the mind and with boosting energy after you've been ill or just run down. So this is lovely for so many things. We're going to bring in rutilated quartz, but yeah, lots of like energy and focus. And next is snowflake obsidian. This is lovely for recognizing the patterns and habits that kind of hold you back from your true potential. Wonderful for looking at your feelings of guilt and seeing if they really do fit and maybe releasing those feelings. Helpful for balancing the body, mind, spirit connection, and wonderful for helping anytime that you feel in a way overstimulated. It helps to calm that down. Lovely too for peace, serenity, and for hope after any kind of loss. So that is snowflake obsidian. Awesome. And I will get through the rest of your requests throughout the stream. Hadassah, Sister Sheba, lots of love to you both. Patty, welcome back. Are you with Key or is it just you? Is amethyst purple quartz? Yes. Amethyst is purple quartz. Citrine is amethyst that's been exposed, if it's natural citrine, exposed to heat and pressure under the Earth's surface, turning it like that brownish, orangey kind of color. So that's a quartz too. There's a lot of stones are actually quartzes. Yeah. Yeah. Jaspers are part of the quartz family. Yeah. So, but yeah, amethyst is purple quartz. Awesome. Okay, so next on the list. Still not still. Can you request something for loneliness and for physical pain and fatigue? Yep. Loneliness. Physical pain. Fatigue. So let's go ahead and bring in some love for still not still. So for fatigue, and this will also help with the previous requests that we had for focus, bumblebee jasper. High amounts of both sulfur and arsenic in bumblebee jasper, so definitely be a little bit more careful with it. But this really boosts mental focus as well as decision making, and helps too with boosting physical energy, also with motivation to get things done. It's a stone of positivity, confidence, balances yin and yang, and also empowers manifestation. So we will bring this in. So that is bumblebee jasper. Lapis is great for pain and for inflammation. It's also great with, I know several of you are looking for new jobs. And so this is wonderful for opening up some career opportunities, helpful too for moving through disorganization, becoming more organized, and lovely for everything involved in integrity, follow through, meeting your commitments, connecting and communicating truthfully, honestly. Also wonderful for just lots of career opportunities. I think I mentioned that, but can't hurt to mention it again. Also wonderful for things like vertigo and the loss of hearing, potentially. It's a lovely stone to support inner ear health. Okay, so that is lapis. Green onyx is lovely for loneliness, grief, sadness, and just like emotional overwhelm. And oh, I see a little Hattie on the floor. Hello. So green onyx also for those times when you're just overwhelmed with grief or sadness or loneliness. This can help with, in a way, kind of alleviating the burden, giving you a place to offload those intense feelings. Wonderful for like the emotional shutdown side of things, and also helpful for when you need to make decisions despite really not being in the best place to do so. This can be really supportive and helpful. So a powerful stone of the heart center, that is green onyx, and green onyx can look a lot of different ways and be many different shades of green. And are you coming up, Miss Hattie? Come on up. Yeah. Good job. Good job. Oh, you're just gonna bonk that. You're just gonna bonk the. Oh. Oh. I gotta show you off because you're too cute. Oh, don't go, baby. Okay. Okay, you can go back to my lap now and just chill out, however you're comfy. Oh, there we go. Good, Bubba. Awesome. Okay. Hi. Oh, you're a good girl. They were so good during all of the power outage nonsense that we had to deal with here. My power was out for over 36 hours straight with no warning. The whole building, the building next door. Not fun. Definitely threw the cats for a little bit of a loop. They're not used to candles. What are these things? Let's see. Okay, so awesome. Still not still. I'm glad that you're here, and keep me posted if there's anything else I can do. T. Neuhaus, have a happy Friday to you too. Intention, motivation, energy, focus to stay on task. Absolutely. That's definitely Bumblebee Jasper. Creativity and unblocking channels of communication. Stonewise Polychrome Amber Chrysoprase. Polychrome Amber. Oops, sorry about that. Chrysoprase. Tourmalinated quartz. Creativity and unblocking channels of communication. Awesome. So let's start with tourmalinated quartz. Okay, tourmalinated quartz is what happens when you have black tourmaline going through quartz, in this case green quartz. This helps with grounding and releasing nervous energy and breaking up really stuck energy, including scar tissue and blockages within the body. Also thought to help with finding new jobs, new streams of revenue, whether it's a part-time thing, a full-time job, or just another kind of arrangement with your finances. This can be really helpful there. Wonderful too for fortune, luck, and for protecting travelers, especially if traveling by car. So that is tourmalinated quartz. I'm going to add in some azurite for the creativity. So in addition to creativity, this helps with intuition, insight, and really just awakening the spiritual self. It can help to quiet the mind during meditation and energy healing. It's wonderful for connecting with your guides and gaining wisdom from those interactions, and really helpful for dissolving obstacles, whether it's energy blockages within or like tasks or people or things that are in your way. This can help kind of work around those. So that is azurite, but wonderful for creativity. Wow. Just heard a motorcycle go by. Probably not a real motorcycle, probably one of those quads or something. This is polychrome jasper. This supports really a motivation of wanting to get back into things, whether you have a list of tasks or, even more importantly, if you need to act on your soul's purpose. This will really encourage you to want to get involved in those things. Helpful too for motivation, confidence, but most of all, movement, joints, lower body. If you're trying to get yourself into more of an active routine this new year, this is a lovely stone to work with. Or if you just feel very stuck, this is a lovely stone to work with. So that again is polychrome jasper. Amber is lovely for depression and seasonal affective type stuff. It is also superb for softening rigid attitudes and beliefs, helping us to open our mind. Wonderful for creativity as well as attracting love, especially lasting love. It's thought to help tooth pain and teething. It's been used in lots of Western cultures for many, many years for that. Thought to help bring courage in China. Helpful too for emotional blocks, releasing negativity, luck, protection, and it's thought to help the mental outlook. So helping to support someone who is dealing with any kind of mental health issue, broadly speaking. So this is amber. And of course, nothing I do here is meant to be a replacement for anything else. Regardless of what it might be. I take medicine, I meditate, I do Reiki, I hang out with crystals, I go to the doctor. I don't feel any reason to say all one side of potential treatments are good and the other side are bad. I hope that all of these things that have helped me are supportive in your path, however they're supportive in your path, but again, not meant to be a replacement for anything. Next is chrysoprase. This helps with overcoming disappointment and with completing goals in a big way. It's also really helpful for those pivots that we have when things don't go our way, something ends, the plan breaks down, and now we have to figure out where we're going from here. Chrysoprase is really helpful for that. Anytime that you feel like you are putting all your effort and energy into something and it's not getting you anywhere, this is a stone that helps you to see the amount of progress you're making on your larger goal. So that is chrysoprase. So I'm so glad you're here, T. Good to see you. Goddess of Four, good to see you. Yeah, candles and cats are scary, Sister Shiva. I'm just like a never candle person. I know a few people who've had fires because of candles. How many do you need to not do candles, especially around cats? But in this case, there was zero light and the candle was right in front of me, so I felt more comfortable. Most important is I have a lot of wind up flashlights and a headlamp and all of that stuff. That's the much safer way to go. I had tons of those. So, but yeah, it was very strange in here and they're just like, what is this fire nonsense? Yeah. Aw, thanks for loving my kitties. Is calligraphy jasper the same as Arabic jasper? Let me quickly find out for us. I think I can. So let's see. It looks like it might be. Arabic script jasper. Okay, that makes more sense. It also goes by Miriam jasper. That I know. Miriam jasper, calligrapher's jasper, writer's jasper. All of those are the same stone. And that's part of in the crystal world, like where especially people who are into it for the healing properties, there's a lot of different names and a lot of like almost like vanity names. Like we're not going by the geological names. It would be really long. So we go with more of the common names that they use in geology or the common names that we see more in the jewelry trade. But then, yeah, you might see a lot of different names. Also might come from different cultures. It might be called different things. So, but yeah, it looks like they are the same thing. Yeah, and it's a type of, I think it's called a terratella. It's basically calligraphy stone is a whole bunch of small, like, vertebrate creatures that got crushed over time and basically became part of the stone that was the silt that they were originally crushed in. And it looks like a whole bunch of handwriting. So, yeah, that's what that is. Okay, I hope that helps. Hey, Fiad Luna. Okay, next is Joanna Sparkles. Can you request hematite if I have it? Absolutely. Awesome. Oh, it's a stone that you had way back in the day. Yep. Quartz, smoky quartz, and Herkimer diamond. So, smoky. So let's start with some clear quartz. This happens to be double terminated, or 2 points, and these formed naturally in these 2 points. So clear quartz is like a blank slate and a booster. It's like an amplifier for whatever your intentions might be or whatever the healing gifts are of the stones around it. It's a lovely way to manifest. It's a lovely way to mark intention. So also these double terminated, if you hold them kind of lengthways, where like one point is pointing towards your head and the other towards your feet, it can help to pull your energy centers into balance. So that is clear quartz. Next is smoky quartz, and that helps with protection. It also really just fundamentally shifts energy for the better. It's also been used for protection of property since at least the Middle Ages, and helps with calming worry, breaking up energy blockages. Wonderful for any kind of chronic pain, for hope when things are really uncertain, and for flexibility of both mind and body. So that's something I recently learned, and Flower, I know you often ask for mobility help, so try to remind me to try some more smoky quartz for you too. So that is smoky quartz. Whoop. So let's put these here. There we go, and that's smoky quartz. Oh, are you shifting there? Oh, you're just gonna demand tummy rubs? Herkimer diamond is a type of clear quartz. It's a type of double terminated quartz. They form just this way. And these are found in the Herkimer, New York region of the US. Great for manifesting, for connecting in intuition, and for being in the present moment. Helpful too for balancing really kind of disharmonious energy. Lovely for metabolism and general relaxation. So let's go ahead and bring in Herkimer diamond. And hematite. I was looking for my hematite. I know I have a few, but all I could find was this one that we were looking for a couple months ago when I first moved. And it is the hematite that is carved into a hamsa, or hand of Miriam, or palm of Miriam. Very protective symbol. We see this in Judaism. We see this in Islam. It's a very common symbol. Very, very protective. Hematite, in and of itself, is very connected with the blood and with the energy of the blood. It's actually even written about in the Bible that this is thought connected with the energy of the blood, and the blood was thought to basically carry the energy throughout the body. This is thought to help fortify the blood, nourish the blood, help general body well-being, but if someone was injured or if they were anemic or anything like that, or if you're dealing with any kind of painful menses or heavy periods, this can be a really helpful stone for much the same reason. Also really helpful for grounding. If you find it hard to be in your physical body and not kind of distracted by the world, hematite can be really helpful. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that in here. Well, let's see. Maybe not. Maybe we'll put it... We'll put that there for now. Okay. Awesome. Great. So thank you for requesting that. It was good to have it back in. Awesome. So glad you are here. Samantha, welcome back. Oh no. I'm so sorry you lost your job, Samantha. That's awful. We can definitely bring in some stones for you once I get down to you. I will absolutely put in some stones for you. I'm so sorry that happened. Here's hoping it's for something better. And Ninja 4858. Something for disappointment, unblocking your heart, and bringing in more abundance. Yep. Let's see, citrine. Pink kunzite. And the best stone I have for disappointment is honestly chrysoprase. But let's see what else I have. I think, honestly, dragon's blood might be a good choice there. So, all right, so let's start with pink kunzite. Lovely for helping to heal. Oops, sorry, just bumped the desk. Lovely for everything having to do with compassion and healing the heart center. Lovely for healing a broken heart, or if you feel very closed off and it's difficult to open your heart. Pink kunzite can really, really help. It's wonderful too for manifesting commitment-based love and opening to love once again after heartache. Wonderful for hormones as well as chemical sensitivities, nerve pain, helping new moms, and also supporting babies that just can't seem to sleep. So that is pink kunzite. So that should help with the heart center. Next we have dragon's blood, which is, in general, it tends to be really wonderful for so again, disappointment would be chrysoprase. So we just talked about that. But this is also great for grief and loss and moving through that. It can help you to process the big heavy feelings, but without getting like stuck in the unhelpful side of self-pity. In that sense, it helps too with strength and courage to change, as well as learning from your mistakes and having patience with yourself, which can really help with things like disappointment. Wonderful too for optimism, happiness, wisdom, the immune system, and the nervous system. So that is dragon's blood. And we've got citrine to help with abundance. So citrine is definitely the stone of financial abundance and also the things we need to survive and thrive in life. Wonderful too for addictions, compulsions, balancing our sense of rationale and logic with our intuition. Wonderful too for fibromyalgia pain, as well as for nausea and for making good financial decisions. So that is citrine. So thank you for being here, Ninja 4858. It's wonderful to see you again. Enjoy your weekend. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help. Joanna Sparkles, quartz of all types to amplify, and black stones like hematite, jet, black tourmaline, etc. for yin and yang. Absolutely. Another great stone for yin and yang, two of them. One is bumblebee jasper. The other is rhodonite. And rhodonite will also help with the broken heart type stuff that Ninja was talking about. So rhodonite, in addition to helping balance the yin and yang in the body, it also helps with allergies, autoimmune issues, asthma, all of which I struggle with, general health and well-being of the lungs. Wonderful for processing feelings around past emotional abuse and for dealing with any kind of, what's a good way to put it? Insecurities. Yeah, insecurities. Wonderful too for after breakup, after divorce, after just heartbreak in general. This is thought to really heal the cracks of a broken heart so you can open up to love once again, even if that's far down the road. So it's a lovely stone for grief. So we'll bring that in too. And let's see. Let's do some jet. And black tourmaline. Oh, look at you. Look at this little cat just being cute. So, black tourmaline helps to repel negative energy, keep it at bay. This is a stone that you can put around your property. You can put on the inside of your door. You can put at your desk at work. I have gone so far as to crush it up and sew it into curtains. It works. It definitely works. But yeah, it's a lovely stone. It's definitely a must-have if you are somebody who feels that the term empath really embodies them. Like if it's difficult for you to keep your energy separate from those around you, this can be a real help. Jet is also highly, highly protective. And it's wonderful for grief, especially really close, really visceral grief, whether it's a partner or a sibling or even a child or a parent. This can really help you process it. This is a tree that was processed in a way. It died during extremely high heat, usually a volcano, and was transformed from a tree into what we now see here as jet. It's a type of fossilization. Also helpful for protection from paranormal type stuff, the evil eye, anything that's just sort of nasty, and wonderful for anyone that does any work in or around hospice, or if you have anyone that's in their hospice journey now. So we'll go ahead and we will bring jet here and here. Oop, there we go. So that is jet. Awesome. And greetings also for gliomas, self-respect, self-care, family peace, and abundance. For glioma, definitely this here rutilated quartz, but also some galena. Rutilated quartz helps to it's often thought of as a beautiful gift for anyone that's dealing with either cancer or a tumor or anything like that, where there's targeted therapies going to one specific place. It's thought to direct those treatments to that place or help it. And it's also helpful for boosting energy that you would need to go through that kind of a healing process. Another stone is galena. Galena, this is lead, so definitely be careful with this. This is lovely for grounding, centering, and energy protection. It's wonderful too for healing insights on the physical level. So if you're like, what are all these symptoms? What's going on? This can be helpful with that. Lovely too for bringing down inflammation and also healing things like cysts, boils, acne, like those kind of growths. And a glioma wouldn't be as like watery or anything, but this could help it too. Also helps with the sense of smell, with disorders of the veins, and with hair growth, mental and emotional transformation. And it's very linked with Saturn. If you're somebody that works with your astrology quite a bit, this might be helpful for Uranus transits. Great too for winnings of money and for returning lost items and stolen items to you. So that is Galena. So that certainly cannot hurt. Self-respect and self-care. Gotcha. Family peace and abundance. Awesome. So Amazonite is really helpful with self-respect and self-care. So this is one that can take even those of us who tend to think of everyone else first and disregard ourselves. This can remind us, like, wait a minute, I need to respect myself. I also need to respect that I need self-care. I need to take care of myself. Nobody else is going to do it for me. And I deserve the same quality and caliber of care that I would show others. Wonderful too for certain neuro issues, especially if they have to do with the spine and spinal nerves. It's very calming and also good for luck. So that is Amazonite. So that's one of the stones we can use for self-respect. Also anything for the solar plexus too. The pyrite here is going to be for helping to call in that abundance. This is fool's gold. It's found near real gold and it's thought to help pull it in. Wonderful for attracting abundance, connecting with intuition, for spiritual protection, for the lungs, for fever, and for memory, especially if you want to be able to recall things that you're studying. So whether you're studying, if you're trying to help develop a stronger memory, this is a lovely stone. So that is pyrite or fool's gold. Carnelian may be helpful with harmony with family. Herkimer too, really good with harmonizing everybody's energy. Carnelian is the stone of the sacral chakra, which is very aligned with themes of relationships broadly, like how you relate to community and society, and closer family, romantic partners, your children, your parents, all of that. This is very helpful with things like fertility, sexuality, sexual function and dysfunction. Also really helpful for how we relate to others, like where, especially if you're using this alongside a stone for the solar plexus. The sacral is where you connect with others. The solar plexus is like where others stop and you begin, if that helps. So that can help with, this can help with boundaries. Usually solar plexus stones are a little better, but it can help. And this can help with the relationships of everyone together. So it can also be lovely in general for how people interrelate. And let's see. Self-respect, self-care, abundance. Also going to bring in labradorite, because that can be really helpful with calming disputes and bringing about, it's usually seen as harmony in the workplace, and it very much is, but I don't think it's going to hurt in a family environment. Definitely helps with calming disputes. Wonderful for detailed, like, attention to things. If you need to focus on things, if you need to find like needle in a haystack, like you're looking for things, if you're a coder, if you're a data analyst, something along those lines, this is lovely. Helpful too in clairvoyance, in enjoying travel, and also where this is helpful in finding errors. We're heading into that season of the year where all of our lovely accountant friends disappear for a little while. this could make a really great gift for them. All of that detailed attention and having to find errors and a whole lot of info. Wonderful. So I hope that that helps, Sister Sheba. Lots of love to you. And I will get back to your email. Again, I just didn't have access to, my power was out for over 36 hours in a row with no warning. So yeah, I'm way behind in emails and messages. I will get back to you ASAP. And Hadassah, I hope you're doing well. Renee Sims is going to request some honey calcite. I love that. Okay. So honey calcite helps with attracting the best people into our lives right here and now. Folks that are, this is definitely a stone that kind of strides that line between sacral and solar plexus as well. This is a stone that helps us to kind of attract people with whom we'll have a good balance, a good flow with, whether they're romantic, new friends, colleagues, neighbors, what have you. It's a really great stone for just like, help me find the best connections for me. Helpful too for postmenopausal women, of which I'm one, and for optimism, even when things are really challenging. Thank you for being here, Renee, and for all your support. And Hadassah, major headache for the last 2 days. And feeling a bit lost. You're not the only person looking for job in here, so I'm going to do a whole bunch of job stones in a moment, but first we're going to take care of that headache for you as best we can anyway with some crystals. So pink tourmaline is lovely for migraines and big heavy headaches. It's also helpful for nerve pain, any kind of gynecologic issues whatsoever, mother-baby bonding, and for spinal injuries, muscle weakness, and breaking down a negative self-image so that you can create a more balanced self-image, one that's a little bit more positive. Ooh. The next is going to be rhodochrosite, really helpful for headaches, especially stress headaches, as well as asthma. Wonderful for intuition, telepathy, journeying, connecting with our ancestors and even our deceased animal companions. Lovely for the heart and circulation, and another stone that's also good for mother-baby bonding, whether that's like early on or later on if you're healing any like maternal type wounds. Rhodochrosite can be really helpful. So let's see where we can work this in. Let's there we go. There we go. So that's rhodochrosite. And one more stone for headaches. Blue lace agate is helpful for communicating difficult emotions, things that are really hard to say. Wonderful too for skin allergies, anything with the sore throat, whether it's cold or you've been talking a lot, whatever the case might be. Also great for arthritis and fractures. But yeah, wonderful for headaches, especially tension type headaches. Oh no, we've made a mess. There we go. Okay, so I hope that that helps with your headache. And the job search. So you're not the only one looking. Let's get the best ones out here for that. Let's get some. So tourmalinated quartz is already in there. That's a great one. Let's also bring in some sunstone. Lapis is already there. Okay, cool. So lapis definitely helps with career opportunities, honest, open communication, and integrity, follow through, all those good things. Tourmalinated quartz really helps with opening up new opportunities for jobs or even just revenue streams of any kind. And sunstone helps with expanding our vision of what's possible for us in the future. It's one that helps to boost our prominence. It kind of makes us a little bit more easily seen in a sense. So like recognized, that'll include your resume, that'll include job interviews you go on. Superb for like being seen in marketing. So if you're putting together like a marketing plan for a business, this is definitely a good one. Same thing too if you're reaching out about potential jobs. This can help you to stand out. Wonderful too for definitely bringing in career opportunities really specifically. Helpful too with protection against anyone who would exploit you or manipulate you around money. And yeah, just in general, a really supportive and expansive stone to help you set really nice high goals for yourself so you don't sell yourself short. So I hope that that helps. All the good jobby job stones are in there. So all the best. I hope that that helps. I did cope with the power outage. It was super fun. It could have been so much worse. Thank goodness it wasn't Monday when it was ultra cold. I slept just fine with an extra sweatshirt on. It was no big deal. Chrysocolla and Larimer. And maybe something for frustration at power imbalances. Gotcha. So let's do Chrysocolla, Larimer, frustration around power imbalances. I'm trying to think what would be a good one for that. The one that wants to come out for you is dumortierite. Dumortierite helps with anger, frustration, and resentment too, but mostly anger and frustration. It is really helpful when it comes to improving situations that seem hopeless and also with a lot of added patience. It also helps for nervous dogs to help them, and it also helps you in standing up for yourself anytime you need to. Wonderful for supporting the ligaments and tendons too, and helps tidiness. So we have dumortierite. We'll put that here and here. And the only one I can think of, and this is more like just to make things a little more comfortable around that, zoisite. Zoisite is helpful with a number of things, but specifically releasing negativity. Not that like you're the negative Nancy, that's not what I'm saying, but more like as we deal with those kinds of scenarios, it's easy to kind of hold on to them because it's like we want justice to happen. So we'll hold on to them hoping that justice will happen. And this allows us to like release that a little bit more. Also helps with apathy, sluggishness, and with facing any problems, especially if we're procrastinating. This can be a helpful stone. So that is zoisite. So that might help. Larimer is wonderful for connecting with our spiritual purpose and on our spiritual path in a way that is connected with your unique purpose and the awareness that your journey is not going to look like anyone else's. So it's not going to feel like you're going down a well-worn path because you're not. You're in a sense like creating that path. Helps too with that innovation and like pioneering attitude that you kind of have to bring those things to a place where they can be worked on and you can start to move forward in life in alignment with those soul's purpose things. And chrysocolla can be lovely for making those decisions that line up with our highest good. And it's very encouraging as we embrace our soul's purpose. Very, very encouraging. Also helps with finding new ways of letting our creative side play so that we can express ourselves and release maybe ideas, thoughts, or feelings that we may not even have known we had. So that is chrysocolla. And where shall we place you? This is some more chrysocolla. There we go. So I hope that that helps. What you doing there, little hattie cat? Okay. Aw, thank you, Hadassah. Oh, Fiat Luna, that's funny. I felt called to carry my own little demurderite around in my pocket today. Well, I hope that that was validation. That was just pure intuition that was like, go for this one. So, yeah, I'm glad that it's helping. And I hope that it continues to help. Yeah, Galena can be a hard one to find. Use a fishing weight. Oh, because they're lead. I'd have to look into that a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, I actually got my piece of galena from someone that went to a gem show far away and knew that I was like, that it was rare enough it would be hard to find. It is a hard one to find, but I'll see what I can do. But it is a hard one to find. Catherine, Creative Diva, good to see you both. Oh, Renee, you're welcome for the info about Arabic jasper. Okay. And for Patty and Key, Red Tiger Eye, Desert Rose Selenite. Oh, good. We've got Blue Lace Agate in there already. Pyrite's already in there. Amazonite's in there. Bloodstone, Epidote, Fuchsite, Chevron Amethyst, Septarian, Aquamarine, Fluorite. Fluorite is beautiful for helping us to get some loving, calm, relaxation energy when we need it. It's also a really helpful stone when it comes to like just having a chaotic, whether it's a work environment or life or phase that things are going on in. It helps you to be a little bit more of like the eye of the storm. So the chaos can swirl around you and you can still feel a little bit more centered and calm, a little less hijacked by all of that. So that is fluorite. Next is Septarian. This is very helpful when it comes to muscle spasms and healing wounds, but it's especially helpful for emotional maturity, learning about ourselves, being able to reflect on the habits, attitudes, beliefs that are holding us back as well, can help really support us to be vulnerable in our evolution So we will bring this in. So that's Septarian. Desert Rose Selenite helps with all of the consistent steps that go towards the larger purpose. And wonderful for redefining ourselves in the face of a big change or after a major loss. Helps with perseverance with school and with training and study. And it's great for upset stomach, acne, eczema. Helpful with men's health. Definitely helpful with healing animals and with finding a place to live, as well as all the paperwork that goes in alignment with whether that's an apartment or a home. So this helps with all that paperwork too. So that is Desert Rose Selenite. Aquamarine helps with forgiveness and deflecting really immature, petty, childish kinds of behavior. The anti-Karen stone, as we often call it, helps too with may justice prevail, like holding a space for that. So that is Aquamarine. Let's put that. There we go. So that is Aquamarine. Chevron Amethyst helps with degenerative diseases as well as just connection with spirit, connection with our guides, helping us to send those messages up to spirit so that we can manifest a little better or just share with spirit what we're feeling. Helps too with channeling, shamanic journeying, visionary work, visionary meditation, lots of clairvoyant stuff. So the images we see with our intuitive sight. So that is Chevron Amethyst. And the cats are getting a little wound up. I can see it now. Fuchsite helps with happiness and just allowing ourselves to have fun. What a perfect Friday stone. Helps with joy and self-care, and it's wonderful for inner child work. Lovely for carpal tunnel, spinal alignment, and sleep disturbances. This is one that encourages you to just play and have fun, just for the sake of play and having fun. So let's go ahead and put some fuchsite around. What are you doing? And let's see, Epidote. Epidote helps with, if you've ever had your internal monologue or your self-talk be very negative towards you and even mean towards you, Epidote can really help to break that habit. It's also wonderful for getting better after injury or illness. Great for things. It's also thought really helpful for Parkinson's. Wonderful for the nervous system, the skin, and also thought helpful for connecting with the fairy realm. So we will bring in Epidote. Oh, that's Gertie. Are we singing? Are we singing wow? Are you singing wow? What are you doing? You want to come up, sing some wow? Come on, wow wow. You coming up? Meow meow. Are you coming up now, or you want to catch me off guard and surprise me? Come on, Gertie. Everybody wants to see you. She'll wait until I'm not paying attention and then surprise me. Okay. We'll let her do it. Let her have her fun. Bloodstone, which also goes by heliotrope. This one helps with just overwhelming heartache, heartbreak, and just overwhelming emotions in general, especially when it's like you get an emotional shock that kind of shakes the ground underneath you. Lovely to work with this stone in that case. Very grounding, and also helps with kind of calming the mind during things like meditation. But most of all, this helps to relieve self-doubt, and it gives a lot of emotional stamina to deal with long-term, like going through some emotional stuff. So whether that's grief, end of a relationship, some of you that are grieving the end of jobs and work assignments, this can be really helpful for that too. So that is bloodstone or heliotrope. And let's see, peridot. Sodalite, sugilite. Hey, you surprised me. Yeah, it's only fun to jump on my lap if I'm not expecting it. Oh, guess what? I have to show you off. Oh, the cuddle bug. Yeah. You're so kind to let me do that. No, don't run away. Hang out here. Hang out here. Oh, there we go. Peridot is helpful for supporting those big friendships that are amazing and help us to be our best selves. And wonderful too in recognizing and breaking habits that are just no longer serving you. Wonderful too in releasing anger, jealousy, and guilt. Wonderful too for digestive issues, everything from IBS to acid reflux and everything else. So that is peridot. Sugilite helps with unity consciousness. That's the awareness of the interconnectedness of everything and everyone, and that what we put out into the world, we put back into ourselves. So this is definitely one of the higher chakras and the awareness of what is important and the ultimately the spirit transcending our physical body and this physical life. So that is sugilite. What you doing? What you doing? You're just being a lump? Yes. And sodalite. Sodalite is lovely for expression and communication, whether you're speaking, writing, performing, creating artwork. It really helps get you out and into whatever medium you prefer. Helps too with relieving menopause symptoms and coming to terms with aging, as well as dealing with homesickness and grounding impulses. But it's lovely for writers too. Definitely lovely for writers. So we will go ahead and put that sodalite in here. There we go. And a little cat hair in the grid. Just a little bit of cat blessings. Okay. And awesome. Let's see if okay, and we already got, did we get red tiger eye? Nope, we did not. It looks like we got everything else. So red tiger eye helps with protection, whether it is like a regular everyday bully to some really nasty behaviors, or if those are on the spiritual side, like malevolent spiritual work, red tiger eye is really helpful. Also wonderful for calling on financial abundance in a hurry. So there we go. That is red tiger eye. And awesome. Thank you for being here, Patty. So good to see you. Anything for lifting gloom, luck turning, positive increasing, and maybe manifestation quartz. So manifestation quartz is almost like a birthday candle in the grid. So everyone that's here, if whatever you're manifesting, go ahead and just envision this beautiful crystal and even ask it to help. Ask this beautiful crystal to help take what you're manifesting and bring it up, bring it out, and get it heard. So that is manifestation quartz. And gloom lifting, luck turning. Let's see. I'm not sure, but maybe this will help. This is lepidolite, and this is another one I bought some new ones so it fits in the grid a little better, and I did a little more research on it too. So lepidolite, this helps with calming, soothing, understanding the emotions. It helps to notice and highlight any patterns that you might need to release. Wonderful for discernment, especially should I stay, should I go? And it can also be really helpful for just mental health in general. Like, it's a mood booster. Lepidolite is also lithium mica and lithium within stone. There's going to be a lot more lepidolite on the market because there's more mining of lithium because it's used in batteries now, and it's almost like a new gold in a sense. Helps too with things like obsessive thoughts, addiction, general mental health, everything, and as well as addiction, joints, and weight loss. So yeah, this is thought to help the joints. I know a lot of us have issues there, and can, like I said, can be very helpful for things like just general stuff. So let's bring this in, and that again is lepidolite. Go. So I hope that will help. Sister Sheba, almost forgot. Sickle cell anemia, failing eyesight, hormone imbalance. Gotcha. So let's go. Definitely hematite is thought connected with things like anemia. Just bear with me. I'm trying to remember. There's one I just marked a lot of that down on. Maybe one of the stones I already worked with, but as far as blood stuff, that's what I would do, is hematite. Sickle cell disease. I can do more research around that too. But yeah, blood quality and stuff is definitely hematite. Failing eyesight and hormone balance. So let's do... And there's a lot of good hormone stones. We put in a few, especially pink tourmaline is really helpful with that. And I'm thinking... Nope, that's what I'm going to go with. So for eyes, let's bring in aventurine. This is also really helpful for expanding our vision of what we're capable of. If you struggle with feeling like I could never do that, I could never do that, this is a stone that says, let's give it a try. Maybe you can. Definitely helpful with the eyes. Also helpful with allergies, heart rhythms, and fertility. But yeah, a great one if you're learning something that intimidates you. And okay, let's also bring in, yeah, hormone balance. I usually bring in pink tourmaline, which is in there. Yeah, let's leave it at that. And I'm trying to see which other one. Yeah, I think that's good. I know what you were mentioning earlier about like being like self-respect. I think that jade actually may help too. It's a little bit off the mark, but I think it helps with what you requested and what a few other people have said. So jade is sacred to the Mayans and the ancient, and throughout ancient China and common day China too. It helps with balance of body, mind, and spirit, and any kind of dream work. So this is literal dreams, but also like making your dreams a reality. So like having confidence, like big confidence. It also grounds stress, and it helps with prioritizing yourself, and it's very empowering. So I think that this can help with like that self-respect kind of thing. So let's bring in that jade. So I hope that that helps, Sister Sheba. Okay. And let's see what else we have. You're welcome, Sister Sheba. And I just saw another request for eyes. I think it was Catherine. Another stone that's good for eyes is sapphire. It's good for the eyes and the ears, actually. So let's bring this in. This is also a really potent stone of intuition, whether you do channeling or mediumship, or especially if you do any of this for other people. This can even help you to find the best words to share your experiences that are going to help your querent. Wonderful too for thyroid, which could help some amount of hormones. Well, probably a lot of them. Helps with speedy justice, thought to support those with dementia and those who love, care about, and for them. And also with envisioning just positive outcomes when things are pretty dicey. Lovely for angelic connection in general. It's a very angelic stone. So that is sapphire. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to bump into that. Sorry for your ears. So awesome. Hope that that helps. Goddess of Four, good to see you again. Arthritis, body pain, fast money, weight loss, and more energy. Yep, I'll have what you're having too. So let's do arthritis, blue lace, agate, and malachite help, but let's also bring in some howlite. That'll help with pain and things, especially joint pain, bone pain. Fast money, we have red tiger eye in there. Weight loss, let's bring in the blue apatite. And more energy. We have a lot of good energy stones. The biggest energy stones that we have in there are the bumblebee jasper and the rutilated. Yeah, I'm going to say let's go with those for the energy. So howlite, like I said, wonderful for joints and bones, bone integrity, bone strength, acute injuries to things like joints or really long old injuries or just chronic pain from those injuries. Really helpful too for frustration, anger, and resentment, as well as just stability too. So we will bring this in. I said it before, I'll say it again. I always feel like howlite is one of those, like, I wonder why it's not more popular type stones, because it helps with so many really common things. Blue apatite helps with learning about our soul's purpose and having the courage to act upon it. It strengthens our energy field, also called our aura, and that is what allows us to be less inclined to take on the energy of others. So if you feel like you are more along the lines of an empath or very sensitive, this can be a helpful stone. Helpful too for developing a more healthy relationship with food, and that can be, well, that can really look any number of ways to everyone at different points in their lives. But if you have a goal for weight loss, this can be a very helpful stone in that regard too. And helpful too for inner harmony and inner peace. So that is blue apatite. Okay. So blue apatite, where shall we put you? Let's put you here. Oh my goodness, it's 9:27 already. I thought it was 9. And, oh, good stuff. Okay, so I think we got you there. And anything for better eyesight. So we got that. We got the job stuff. And depression and anxiety from feeling down. Yeah, let's do some black onyx. This helps to ground anxiety and fear. It also helps to release a lot of self-doubt, brings in a lot of self-esteem, and self-esteem takes a total hit anytime that like a job ends. It's very protective, lovely for grief, and yeah, I think that this could be really helpful in addition to all the job stones we put in. So I hope that this helps. I hope you get a lead on something soon. Okay. Oh, thank you, Samantha. You'll find the right thing. Yeah, I have rutilated quartz in my shop, but they're like bigger pieces. They're not like beads or easier to carry around. They're like, yeah, some of them are tumbled, and so you can see the rutils in them a little easier. They're not super clear. And some of them are rough, which is nice, but it's harder to see the inside of them too. Beads and rutilated quartz are really pretty. Yeah, beautiful. I'm trying to think if I remember where I've seen any lately, I'll let you know. Request for protection, clarity, peace, joyful mercy, abundance of joy, positive connections, and resolutions. Positive connections, definitely honey calcite. Also, tree agate can help with that. Definitely helps with good connections, like making good new connections. Wonderful too for calming emotional and physical nerves, balancing all the energy flowing throughout the body on the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual levels. Helps with inner peace and also helps with dissolving the ego. So that is tree agate. It's sacred in Ayurveda, which is the sister science to yoga. Clarity. Let's bring in some celestite. This is really helpful for definitely clarity and discernment of what you're feeling and what intuitions you might be getting. Also helpful for all manner of physical pain and wonderful for connection with our angels. In fact, celestite is what happens when angelite is under the earth's surface under the right scenario for long enough. It turns into celestite. So very helpful for connecting with angels and guides and even your higher self. Peace is definitely pink kunzite and snowflake obsidian. Abundance of joy is fuchsite for sure. We've got some good protection stones in there, particularly jet, black onyx, red tiger eye, and smoky quartz is in here too. I'm trying to see. Let's also see. Let's bring in some Super 7. I know the intuitive part of this might not be part of what you're asking for, but the inner peace and things like that I think are, and especially like the protection. Super 7, a gift to us from Chris. This helps with working towards larger goals or planning your dreams. Wonderful for every kind of intuitive practice you could possibly think of, all of the clairs. Helpful for strengthening our energy center, our aura, and wonderful for inner peace and harmony, as well as unity consciousness, that we're connected to everyone and everything. Helpful too for healing any kind of past life stuff, any karmic issues, and wonderful for connecting with the earth in earth healing. So I feel like the strengthening of the aura especially could be helpful, and the inner peace and harmony. This is lovely for it. And it does bring a lot of, its energy when I hold it is very joyful and very happy. So I think that kind of does it. So yeah, let me know if there's anything else I can add, because a couple of these were covered, but let me know if there's anything else. Something for money manifestation, writing, and creativity. We got the good creative stuff. But yeah, because we got carnelian and we got azurite. But for writing, let's bring in that blue tiger eye. Wonderful for writing and expression. We also got sodalite in there, which is excellent for expression and writing. Blue tiger eye can be really helpful with ease in writing, and also with protecting truth tellers, facts over feelings, public speaking, speaking your truth, especially when the audience doesn't really want to hear it, but bold communication. But it also brings a lot of calm and ease of stress. But this is considered a wonderful stone for writers, as is sodalite, which is already in here. And money manifesting, we got all the good ones there, but let's bring in, and we've got the manifestation quartz. Let's bring in some cinnabar. This definitely brings in some abundance and calls that in. Even more so if you are a business owner or you're someone who sells. This is thought to help. It's thought as a merchant stone. It's thought to help attract people into a business. It is mercury, so do be very careful with this. You may see it like this. The little tiny red dots are actual cinnabar or mercury. The rest is quartz, and it sometimes is sold as cinnabrite when it's sold this way. But yeah, it works really well. So I hope that helps, because we've got all the other good manifestation stones in there. We've got the writing stones, the creativity stones. Weight loss, we have blue apatite. Let's also bring in some iolite. Not only does this help with weight loss, it also helps with fever, money management, and getting better sleep. It's wonderful too for clairvoyance, your spiritual sight. So let's bring in, let's see. Let's actually bring these in up here. So that is iolite. So that will help. And as far as using a fishing weight, Sister Sheba, you can also use clear quartz to stand in for any stone you either don't have or don't want to get for any reason. So you can always do that and just ask it to basically stand in for Galena for you. But you can do that with a fishing weight too and essentially make it your own talisman. Yeah, this week has been overstimulating energies, Fiat Luna. You are not kidding. Oh my goodness. There is a lot of energy moving right now. It's the full moon thing. It's that Pluto moved into Aquarius and it's very activating. The first few months of this year are going to be very like, whoa, whoa, whoa. But also, is that surprising? Like, yeah, I could go into the whole list of the different things, but we would be here a long time. Maybe I'll do a community post where I recommend a couple of good astrologers. Yeah, because boy howdy, there's some things happening. Aw, thank you. And it looks like we've got, if I missed any of your requests, let me know. I'm just going to check in with what I have for Chris, and then we're going to get into the healing. So if I skipped your request, it wasn't on purpose. Put it in the chat now. I'm also going to bring as many of Chris's oops as I can. And see, we got Herkimer. Let's do Ruby and Garnet. So Ruby helps with the courage to be yourself. It brings us lots of leadership and management skills. Helpful for love, fertility, fibromyalgia pain. Lovely for releasing fear, stopping nightmares, for financial stability, and for making decisions. So that is Ruby. Next is Garnet. Garnet is superb for organization and like really practical thinking and planning. If you have a big like project or a lot of tasks, this is a stone that's going to help you figure out the best way to get it done with the least amount of effort and the least amount of time. Helpful too for just being practical. It's another creative stone. Definitely helps with creativity as well as courage and just grounding. So let's bring this in. So that is Garnet. Garnet is also January's birthstone and feels decidedly Capricornish. I'll bring that in. And yeah, we basically got everything except Moonstone. Helps us to connect to all of the cycles, rhythms, and patterns of nature and can be really helpful. Oh, I'll use my different moonstones that I don't usually use in the stream. Pretty. So helps to basically connect with all the cycles, rhythms, patterns of nature, especially the lunar cycles, which of course control the tides. If you do any kind of moon magic, Moonstone's lovely. Very intuitive, very supportive of and protective of women and of travelers. Very helpful for attracting love, connection to the divine feminine and your feminine side, ancient healing practices, ancient wisdom, and releasing patterns that no longer serve. So that is Moonstone. This is also a beautiful stone for attracting love, calling in your soulmate. So there you go. And that is Moonstone. Moonstone can look a lot of different ways. Oh, when it comes to full moons, I first discovered those in the early 2000s when I was working at a Best Buy in customer service. One day, like, it just happened where some days there would just be fist fights and chaos. And this was right outside of Newark, New Jersey. It's like right outside of New York. Things got hairy there all the time. And some nights were just like one after the other where the police were coming, breaking up fights, arresting people, all kinds of things. in a Best Buy of all places, of course. And one day I turned to, I forget who it was. I think it was one of the responders. And I'm like, man, it's like the third time I've seen you tonight. Like, and I saw you yesterday. Like, what is up with these 2 days? And he goes, full moon. And I'm like, what? He goes, no, really, full moon. It's a thing. It's a thing. And I'm like, you know what? So being that you work in retail, you have a flexible schedule. So I started scheduling off the day, like on the full moon and like the next day or the night closest. I would really try to like clear that away. And lo and behold, I would come in the next day and hear, oh, you missed all the fun last night. And I'm like, oh, did I? I did not. I did not miss it. And that's when I was like, maybe there's something to this astrology stuff. And that's when I really got into it. Oh, I'm grateful for all of you. Okay, so let's go ahead, dive into that healing. You know how to do. Help me lift the energy by going ahead, take a deep breath in and out, and think of all the things you're grateful for. And if you're up to it, go ahead and click that live chat button and the like button if you haven't already. And go ahead into the chat and share anything that you're grateful for. Anything at all. Lifts energy super quick, super powerfully. While y'all are doing that, I'm going to explain what Reiki is, how it works, how to make the most of it, and then we're going to get into the Reiki. So let's go on ahead. Was that smart of you? Yeah, I took full moons into account forever on. It definitely has helped. Also really helped when I lived on South Street in Philadelphia, I lived there for 7 years. I worked at a piercing shop around the corner as I was opening my business, and it is a wild street. It's like Philly's French Quarter in a sense, and it very helpful. Very helpful. Very, very helpful. So as I mentioned at the top of the stream, my name's Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. I'm so glad to have you here. If you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, if you'd like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, they're all in the same place. It's learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description, as are all of my social media and my email newsletter. There is a discount code for next weekend's Reiki 1 to save $50, which brings the total tuition down to $200. And so that coupon code is SAVE50, SAVE50, with no spaces in between. Feel free to use that if you're around next weekend and want to start your Reiki journey with me. So what is Reiki? Well, Reiki has become a catch-all term in the West for basically energy healing. Specifically, I work with what's known as Usui Reiki. This method is named after its founder, Mikao Usui, who created this particular practice or method in the early 1920s in Japan, at a time where if you were even misunderstood or could be accused of, say, teaching anything that was a religion or part of a religion, super big consequences. So this particular method is quite different for a number of reasons, one of the major of which is essentially that it is deeply spiritual, yet incredibly secular. And I also feel like that's why we love it so much in the West. So the understanding of energy at the foundation of this practice comes to us from Shintoism, the indigenous spirituality of Japan, in which everyone and everything is interconnected, and spirit, however you define it, is providing this beautiful soul energy. The spiritually guided soul energy is what Reiki actually translates to mean. It's thought that this energy is already flowing through you, me, everyone, and everything else all the time, helping our body, mind, and spirit to do all the things that they do for us with resilience and healing on all levels. Essentially, what I'll be doing today is using Usui's techniques to connect to that energy that's already connecting all of us and direct more of it to you. And that will help support your body, mind, and spirit to do what they already do so well anyway. So during the session, you may have some physical sensations. You may have some emotions rise up or get released. You may be able to like hear your subconscious or logically think some things out that have been trying for you. You may also get some beautiful clarity, wisdom, insight, intuition. You may also have a really healing nap, and more than likely, it'll be a little combination of all of the above in the right ratio for you today. So the best way to enjoy Reiki is just have an open heart. By being here, you're already expressing that openness to the universe, and so that's all you need to do to get Reiki. I generally suggest that you find a nice comfy place to sit or lay down, but you don't have to. You can move around. You can combine this with your yoga, your workout. You can journal. You can stretch, move, bend, sip some tea. There's no wrong way to enjoy your Reiki session, but most of the time I usually lay back and just relax and see how it feels. During the session, I will, which by the way will last about 25 minutes, I will turn the lights down. You'll notice they move slowly and gently from one color to the next. They will not flash or strobe, and I will turn the music up. If you'd like to learn more about our musical creator, she's linked at the bottom of the description, and you can check out her YouTube and stream her music all the rest of the week, or you can even purchase a few of her songs to use in your productions. Additionally, at the end of the 25-minute session, you'll hear my voice come back. I'll invite you to come back to your body. And at that point, I'll be able to re-engage with you in chat, answering any questions, and hearing any experiences that you feel inclined to share. During the session, at any point, if you feel like you want to go a little deeper into the session, just take a deep breath in and out. If you get distracted or anything, it'll bring you right back. And just know that you don't have to like do anything. You don't have to focus your mind. You don't have to keep your mind silent or even quiet. The Reiki will be there to support you exactly as you are right now. But if you want to do that deep breath in and out, that's fine. Also, know that Reiki is not limited by my limitations. Reiki can be everywhere all the time, and it is. So anytime that you feel like you need some Reiki and I'm not here live, which I am 5 times a week, same days, same times, they're all listed in the description. You can always check out the past healing live stream playlist. Any past healing will always still have the healing there for you as if you were live. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for everyone who helped bring this grid into creation for all of our benefit. And thank you all for being so kind and supportive and loving of each other. It really is something that fills my heart with great joy every time that I'm here. So thank you for being a part of this. So let's head over, take a good look at that grid, and get into the healing. Here we go. Oh, thank you, everyone. I am grateful for all of you. So let's see. Let's even this out. So go ahead, get nice and cozy. Oh, you all did a beautiful job. This looks great. Let's also bring these up. Oh, that looks really nice. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so everyone go ahead and enjoy your session, and I will see you all in about 25 minutes. I invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back to your body and the space that you're in. If you have any questions, use the chat. If you have anything to share, you can also use the chat. And most importantly, thank you so much for being here. Little Hattie joined us for the Reiki session. Oh, thank you, Patty. Thank you, Catherine. Same to you. All of these beautiful, beautiful things in the chat. Thank you. T shared, I am grateful for crock pots, kith and kin, coffee, internet recipe resources, and good sleep. I feel all of those. Maybe not my kin. I don't have kids, but definitely, or my kith, but definitely everything else. I have an Instant Pot, crock pot. I'm all about the coffee. Yeah, internet recipe resources and good sleep are definitely good things too. Ooh, ginger tea. Hadassah, I hope things pick up for you and all the best to you. Thank you, Renee. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Still Not Still, you are so welcome. And thank you, T. You're so welcome, and I'm so glad that was helpful. And oh, look at you being an upside down kitty. These cats are so funny. I might move the tiniest bit too quick and they scatter. I look at them just slightly wrong when they're sitting in a chair that they think they're not supposed to be sitting in, and I don't know why. They scatter. But then when they get relaxed enough, they roll over. They want me to scratch their neck. They want me to scratch their belly. It's so... I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I just don't know. Thank you, Hadassah. And while I was ordering the newer, smaller stones for some of the specimens for the grid, I was given a gift. It was like in a gift bag, and it was a piece of clear quartz. And Hattie loves it. She takes it around the house with her. It's a piece of clear quartz in a purple bag, and out of all the crystals here and all the bags here, this is the one she drags around the house and puts next to her food bowl. See you all Sunday. Yep, Sunday 8 p.m. is my next stream. I hope to see y'all then. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. It's going to be warm and rainy in Philly, so forget the water. It's going to be warm. Let's go outside. Let's walk around. Let's exist in the collective reality. May this weird energy flip and soon into major windfalls, blessings, custom orders. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and let you all go with an abundance of gratitude and go ahead and have some playtime with these little kitty cats, because they always get the zoomies after Reiki. So thank you all so much for being here. I hope to see you all again soon. Take care, and bye for now.